Hey guys, Artisan Loom here with a tutorial by Clark Michaela for a bracelet that she's calling Lady Arwen. And it is an 8-pin bar design. To me it looks like a cross, two or three crosses up the center, which I think is really pretty. So I'm going to attempt to show you how to do this one right here. So this is the pin bar setup. You got your first and the last on the same height. Then you drop down one on either side, go up one, and drop down one. So these two in the center are at the same height, then go up, down, up. 2 full loom lengths long. We're going to go the entire way. And yeah, so go ahead and pick your bands. I think she used like 5 or 6 colors. I'm not going to use as many as her, but go ahead and pick which colors that you're going to be wanting. I would say between 4, probably 4 colors is what I'm going to use. So, okay, I'll be right back. So I don't normally come on showing you the bracelet ahead of time, but this is what it will look like. I guess the reason why I'm coming on to let you know is that you actually could stop 5 pin bars or 3 pin bars from the top instead of taking all the way down. It does fit. It is slightly long, but not by much, just barely. So, you know, you could take 1 or 2 off of it just so that it didn't interrupt that pattern. And basically, she put beads here to where these 2 black bands connected, okay, and it kind of scrunched it in, but I didn't have any beads that would do that, and I chose to bead in a different location or not in the same place she did. But this is a half starburst here, see, half starburst here and a half starburst here. Okay, and for her cat band she used a bead and that she had put there, which is what I did right there. And I should have put one in every spot, but I kind of didn't want to because I wanted it to show like the cross. Well, anyhow, I think I should have. If you choose not to do any beads at all, go ahead and when you do your double cat band or do your cat band, use 2 bands to make it a lot tighter so that you won't have this big gap that you have here, which I don't particularly mind it, but you know, I think a lot of people would. So make sure you use 2 bands, and then like this, I guess. You can either use, I mean, if you bead it, you don't have to do 2 bands, but you'd have to, see, it's still real loose, but I have a big bead here. But what you could do is to make it a little tighter, if you use a bead that's smaller, is use 2 bands to go through it. Anyhow, but the ones, if you choose not to bead every single one and you don't want the big hole here, for your cat band, you're going to take 2 bands, put it on, and then put it on those 2 pegs. It'll be super tight, but it will make that go bye-bye. So anyhow, I've got a lot of bands to fix. I just wanted to throw that in there, that if you choose to do it my way, you're going to come out with these holes in the center. So I'd say if you have a big bead like this, and you can just put 1 band through, and that's what it'll look like. See? That's the other side, so you can see it's still going to have the big hole even if you have the bead. But go ahead and put 2 bands through the bead like I just showed you. You would put 2 bands through, and then that will make it slightly tighter. And then on the ones that you don't put a bead, you can do the two bands together and make a cat do like I just showed you, and then put it on the 2 pegs. Okay, and I'm going to go through and I'm going to go ahead and sew these on to where it actually looks like this. So the ones that are left open, I'm going to go ahead and sew them on. So I just wanted to show you that up front. All up to you what you decide to do, but I'm going to fix my beads as well. Make sure they're in the middle of the bands. But I definitely wanted to show you what it looked like ahead of time, so that if you did not like to have the holes in it, that you could fix it as we're going. Okay, so continue on with the tutorial. Okay, I'm going to be using jet black cylindric, and I'm also going to be using these 6/0 seed beads that I've already put on the bands, and that's going to go along my border. But this is how we first start. We're going to put a band going straight across here, and then one going out to your right, all the way over to the border like so. Okay, do the same thing on the other side. Like so. Okay, and then you're going to go up, and I'm going to do every other one. So we're going to start off with one plain band, and then I'm going to use a beaded band. Then I'm going to do a plain band. Oop, that one's a little messed up. Plain band, and then a beaded band, just like so. Okay, so plain band, beaded band, plain band, and then a beaded band. So you're going to do that all the way to the top until you reach, I believe it's the third pin from the top, and then I'll show you how to finish that part off. Okay, I have finished mine, and I talked to Michaela to find out if the bracelet's going to be super long if you take it all the way to the end, or if it fits an average size wrist or not. She said it fits an average size wrist, but that I could stop 5 from the top and it still wouldn't affect the pattern that's going on in the center. So if you think you have a larger wrist, then you can take it all the way up to the third pin bar here, go up, down, up. So same here, up, down, up. But I'm going to stop here 5 pegs from the top, and I'm going to go in, up, down, up, down, up. That's where I'm going to stop it, right there. Okay, so now we're going to continue on, and I'm just going to use my jet black because I'm going to do my border and the pattern the same. She did hers a little different. I'm trying to get some bands here. She did hers a little bit different, where she had she used the green, what is that called? Gold mint, and the jet black. Jet black as the pattern and gold mint on the side. I'm just going to do it all in jet black. Okay, so now what we're going to do is, let's see here. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay. Okay, so the third pin bar from the left, we're going to go up and diagonal in towards the center. Third one from the end, we're going to go up and ooh, this one's about to bust on me, I think. Nope, I just felt a little weird. One towards the center. Let me make sure I have this to where you can see what I'm doing. Okay, so we're going to go just up and in. Okay, and then we're going to go up on each side like so, and then we are going to go diagonal out to the left, upward, oops, diagonal downward, and then diagonal upward, just like so. Okay, so we're going to go diagonal to the right, diagonal downward, and diagonal upward. And that's what that's going to look like. I got to gather some more bands. Okay. And now we already have our border band here, so I'm going to go up to this peg. Okay. And I'm going to go diagonal upward, diagonal downward, upward, like so. And then we'll do the same thing. Since there's already a border band here, we're going to go diagonal, diagonal, downward, and to the center. Okay. I don't know how much of this I have to stay on camera for, but I guess I'll get the first part of the pattern done and then I'll go off camera and gather some more bands. Okay. So now we are going to now what we're going to do is go up one, and we're going to make one of these here. So from here you go up one here, up one there, then you go diagonal to the left, straight up, diagonal into the right, and then here you go diagonal out to the right, straight up, diagonal into the left towards the center. So you have what looks like a cross. Here's the top, and then the 3, and then the 1. Okay, we're going to repeat that all the way up. So the next section we would do here is this little bit here. Okay, you're going to do that same pattern the rest of the way down. I went ahead and finished it up because I got a little confused as I was going because of the way that the bracelet ended. So I just realized, and I'm just going to let you know now, that we need to go all the way to the top, the second pin bar from the top, instead of going to the 5th pin bar, okay? Because I want to end it the way that I began it, with one of these, okay? Because that's how it started at the beginning. So you'll go up to the second from the last, and you'll go up, down, up on each side, and that's how you will end that part. This is the one we just got done finishing, which was this circle, the 3, and that forms like a cross. Okay. Okay, so we're going to go straight up, diagonal up, down, up. Same thing on this side, diagonal up, down, up. Then you're going to go up to here and go up, down, up, up, down, up. Okay, now don't forget to go up again in the center here. Okay, so don't, in between your 3 you have here, don't forget to put your 2 center ones. I messed it up and had to take everything out. And so you're going to finish, you're going to do the small one, then you're going to do the 3 one, then the small one, and then the 3 one, okay, until you get to the top of the loom. And I'll come back and show you what mine looks like. So this is how I finished it. I went all the way to the top of the loom. Okay, instead of stopping 5 pin bars from the top, went ahead and did it all the way up to the loom. So, but this is what it looks like all the way up to the top. And how the top ends is, this is your last 3, then you go up 1 in there, and then go out to the border here, and that's how that's going to end. Okay, now we need to place bands to separate, to make 3 holes. So it will go only on these two here, those 2 here, wherever there's 3 going across. Okay, does that make sense? So you're going to need a band going up here. Now she beaded this band. It's up to you if you want to. I'm not going to. So right there. We need another one right here and right here. Okay, let's see here. Right there and right there. And now here's another 3, so we need 1 right here. And right here. And then I think there's 1 more where we need 2. Okay, so we need 1 to go here. And 1 to go there. Okay, so that's what it should look like. And that's what it shows on the flipogram. So hopefully the band placement for these bands here are as I'm doing them. Okay, so now that we've finished that, we're going to do the sides. Okay, I'm going to start here on the left. And I'm going to try to make this the cross-looking area all one color. Okay, now she just went straight up with one solid color and then the next and then the next. But I'm going to try to do it a little bit different. Hopefully it'll come out right. I don't know. But we're going to go, I'm going to go from here and do a long stretch. So have some good quality stretchy bands. And I'm using the gray sweets for this, 300 count. And all you're doing is, let me see, let me make sure we're doing this right. Hold on. Why is that upside down? I'm trying to see if maybe, okay, I gotta make sure. Okay, so we're just gonna go from each ones of these and just go straight up the loom. Okay, now I'm going to do these 3 in the gray, then I'm going to switch over to burgundy sweets, and I'm going to do 2 in the burgundy sweets. And I realize it's coming out of the pattern just a hair, but I don't think it's going to matter that much. So then I'm going to continue on with my gray going up. Okay, so that's all I'm going to do. But if you don't want to swap colors out, you can just continue this pattern all the way up. So I'm going to stop here and I'm going to continue on with my burgundy. I'm going to do 2 burgundy. Okay, so I'm going to continue that all the way to the end. So, and you'll do the same thing on this side. You'll start the second, the 7th pin bar, go out to your right. And then I'm going to switch over to my burgundy because it's in this pattern of the, I call them cross. I don't know if it's a cross or not, but that's what it looks like to me. So I'm going to do 2 out and then just do your gray until you get to the next section, which is these 2 that you're going to do in the burgundy. Okay, so do that the entire way. Okay, now I did that all the way to the end, and what I'm not 100% sure of is we since we end it here, we put a band going directly over to the border on each side. We're going to leave it like that. If we have to change it later, I'll show you how to change it, but maybe we'll be all right. Okay, I'm definitely running low on my gray sweets. So the next thing we're going to do is we're going to go back the other direction. So we're going to do, okay, so we're going to start here with the gray and do a small stretch. Small stretch. One more small stretch in the gray, and since I've swapped over these 2 of the burgundy, we're going to start here and do the burgundy and the burgundy, and then we'll continue on with the gray, and we're going to do that on both sides. Do it on this side as well. We're just going to do small stretches in the gray, pushing your bands down along the way makes things easier. And then you're just going to do 2 of the burgundy and continue on with the gray. Wherever you have your burgundy, you're going to do the 2. Okay? So that's what we're going to do the entire way up the loom. So go ahead and finish that up for me, please. Okay, so now we're going to do zigzags going up the loom, and you're going to start, and I'm going to do the same thing. Wherever this little, these three go across, I'm going to do in the burgundy, okay? Because I want that the same color. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to, right here on this right-hand side, we're going to go on top of where the border is and start there. So down, diagonal, and then just start your zigzags going up, okay? Into with my gray. Okay. And then I'm going to move over into my burgundy. Or actually I can do one more gray. I can do one more gray, I think. And now I can do the burgundy twice. Okay. So that's the plan. And then I can do burgundy again. And then start off with the gray. Okay, so we're going to do that. I'm wondering if I shouldn't have done that in the burgundy. You know what? I'm going to take this off, this one off, right here, this gray one here, and I'm going to throw burgundy on there that's hitting the border, and then stick that back, okay? So that's what I'm going to do, okay? Yes, that's what I'm going to do. Wherever you see the pattern right here, you see how the pattern goes out like this and then like that. I want both of those to be burgundy, if I'm even making any sense. It's late here and I'm trying to do this. So like say when you get up to here where this 3 is, you're going to do, since this is where the black border is here, you're going to do burgundy, 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 burgundy. Okay, so you'll do 4 burgundies, just like you do here will happen up here. Okay, you'll do the same thing on this side. You're going to start off right here on the second pin bar, going out to the right, and then start your zigzag. Now I could change colors, but I'm gonna stick with what I've got going on now. I was gonna bring brown into the mix, but I think I'm just going to stay simple and keep it easy. Okay, I'm just thinking it will make it easier. And I still love these colors together, so it'll be pretty either way you want it, either way you look at it. Okay, so now you're going to do the 4 like you did on this side over here. So you're going to go diagonal. Well, diagonal, I mean zigzag and in the burgundy. And you're going to do 1 more burgundy here, and then you're going to continue on with your gray. Okay, and take that all the way up to the loom. Hopefully I didn't totally just confuse the crap out of you. Oh well, I think you'll understand. Just do your zigzags up. Don't worry about color unless you're doing it the way that I'm doing it, okay? This is what your loom should look like if you're following me with the same colors. If not, you just did those zigzags on those next rows. Okay, and now let me get some more of my gray out. Excuse me for the wrinkled bag. Crinkly bag. Okay, so now what we're trying to do is fill in this area. And we want to leave all the centers free. So now what we're going to do is we're going to do the same thing, but we're going to do zigzags. Okay, so I guess right here we'll do a zigzag and the gray will start here because we're just filling in this little area. And we'll do 3. We'll do 3 in the gray. going right there. Then we're going to pop up to this one, and we're going to do zigzag going this way. Okay. And actually it's four. It's four. I'm sorry. We're doing four. So let me throw another one on here. Okay, so we did 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay. Skipped up 1 and went 1, 2, 3, 4, and then we'll skip up 1 and go 1, 2, 3, 4, and you'll do that all the way down the loom. Same thing over here. I'm going to do in gray, and we're going to just do 4 zigzags. Okay, then we're going to skip up to here, and we'll do 4 zigzags. And I'm just continuing on with my gray. Like I said, if you wanted to switch colors, you can switch them anywhere you'd like. I'm just going to try to make these all one color. So we did 1, 2, 3, 4, and then we'll skip up to this one and do that. So all we'll have left are these center holes. Okay, so go ahead and finish that all the way up the loom case. So we've got to place bands. You know, your pattern bands that are going up like that. In between each one of these, we've got to lay an X, okay? So there'll be a hole, and then we need to lay an X. And what I should have done was, well, not that I should have. I'm going to continue on with my gray just because I've done everything gray. So I'm going to go out to the right and to the left right here, okay? And then we're going to jump up to, let me get a couple bands, right here. And we're going to go make an X there. See how we're only wanting to have the holes here. That makes sense. One here. Okay. And so everywhere you need to put an X in between each one of the holes, okay? Oh, you tell I'm getting tired. I may have to finish this tomorrow. I don't know. I don't want to mess it up. So anyhow, I didn't mean to yawn. I bet I made some of you guys yawn though, because that's usually what happens. So I'm going to finish up my X's, and then I'll meet you back. Now we've got to lay these bands here. So they're going to be a half starbursts. So we're going to start off with right here, 4th pin bar from the right, and we're going to go straight up, and I'm going to do it in my burgundy. So whatever color that you want to do is fine. Let's see. And then, so we will go straight up, diagonally downward, diagonally upward, and straight up and down. Press my bands down. Okay, and now you're going to do the same thing on, let me get some bands. On this side, you're going to go straight up, diagonally down to the left, diagonally up to the left, and then straight up and down. Okay. And now it shows that we need a band to go right here. Okay? It's a cat band. I'm going to get, sorry, I'm trying to reposition myself on my knees so that I can see what I'm doing. Okay, so now we're going to need a cat band here. Now, she shows a spacer bead going this way. Oh, excuse me. So, I've decided that the only place that I'm going to put a bead is going to be in the center of the 3, okay? The 2 that are here, it's just going to have a straight cat band. I've just decided just now that that's what I'm going to do. So I'm going to double cat band it. I'm going to put it on my hook twice. And I'm going to go from here to there. And actually, I may want to do it 3 times if I remember her saying correctly. To make it tighter, we'll do it 3 times. How about that? Or is that too much? That might be too much. Oh, geez, what am I trying to... You can tell it's getting late. Let me try this again. Double cap band. Out like that, okay? Now we have to do the same thing here. Oh, gosh, I'm going to need some more bands. So we're going to do our half here. We're going to go straight up, diagonally down to the right, and bring it around till you hit the top. And you're going to do the same thing over here. Go straight up. You know what? That really didn't make much sense why I did these in gray. Well, let me finish this first because that makes no sense. I had a strategy what I was planning to do and make this look like a cross, but now it doesn't look like anything because I have gray X bands right there. Oh my goodness. Okay, so to fix that little debacle that I just did, I'm going to pop these 2 off. And I'm going to pop these 2 off. See, we all make mistakes as long as you know how to fix them. So I'm going to take these off. And then I'm going to put, instead of the gray X's, I'm going to do the burgundy. And then I'm going to put this back on. Okay. And now it's going to look like a cross. Now it's going to start to look like, kind of looks like wings at the moment, but, and then I got to take, oops, I should have left this one off. I need to take all these gray bands off, so, but I'll just show you. And then I'm going to stick this one back. And now we need a, I'm going to put a beaded band here. And what I'm choosing to do is I'm going to see if this is an option. I know this is fairly a big, is a real big bead and it won't fit in between there. But I'm going to see if maybe I can somewhat get it to work. Because I really like these beads. They're pretty. Okay. And then what I was going to do is put it right there. And right there. Now it doesn't want to sit right, but that's okay. I'm just going to let it sit just like so, okay? Because when you take it off, it'll pop through to the other side. It'll be just completely fine. Okay, so that's where I was saying that this burgundy makes it look like a cross. And not in this picture, it doesn't, but when we take it off the loom, it will. So I'm going to go through and I'm going to take my X's off, okay? And I'm going to replace them with the burgundy, okay? So just go ahead and replace them with the burgundy. And then I want you to do your half starburst like we did down here. And then put a double cap band across. And put your beaded band across there as your cap band as well. However you want to do it. But go ahead and finish those up all the way to the end. Okay, so I finished all my starbursts here. I went ahead and put, because I think I ended this incorrectly from the flipogram. I think it should have ended down here, but anyhow, I went ahead and put an X right here. Okay, so now we are ready to turn the loom around and get ready to loom. So go ahead and turn your loom around. Okay, so what we're going to do is loom out just our starbursts here. Okay, so we're going to come up here, go through the cap band. I'm going to hold the cap band with the bead on it. That way it doesn't come off of the hook. And we are just going to just bring them back to ourselves. Let me make sure I have this exactly where I want it. Okay. You can see what I'm doing. So just bring everything back to itself. And then you go over here and you do the same thing. I like to hold it so it stays on the peg, and then just bring them all back to themselves. Just like so. Okay? And you're going to do it everywhere that you have up the center where you have the starbursts. So I'm going to go off camera, finish each one that I have, and then I'll meet you back. Okay, so now what we're going to do, which I really shouldn't be having to use, well, you know what? What I'm going to do is I never did put a cap band here. So I'm going to go ahead and put a cap band here. Just like so. And you know what? I don't even know if this X is even needed, but I put it there at the end before we turned the loom around. So hopefully this is okay. I think it will be. So what we're going to do is we're going to grab the bottom. Actually, you know what? I don't even think... Yeah, let's just keep it there. I'm going to grab the bottom one, and it's going to get over first, and then the other one. And then we're going to grab the bottom one again, which is coming in from this left side. And get the other one. And we're going to do that all the way up the loom, wherever we have the X's in the center. Okay, so on this one, you're going to come in from the left. So you just have to remember you're bringing your bottom band over first and then your top band. So I'm going to go off camera and finish this easy part up, and then I'll meet you back here. Okay, I'm going to do this slightly different because it's showing that when she laid these zigzag bands that she had one going along here. And remember how I said I messed this part up? What I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and bring these. I went off on my own and did this as a way to... There. We're just going to bring these up, okay? And then we're just going to do our zigzags, and we're going to start off, let's see, just bringing them back to itself. So we're going to go from here. Okay, let me see. There. Okay, make sure I'm doing that right. Yeah. So then we'll come here and just go in and do your zigzags all the way up the loom. Okay, which it was only these 4. So now we come back up here because they pick back up right here, and we're just gonna oops, maybe I did that wrong. Hold on. Let me check this real quick. I think that's how we're going to do it. We're going to come in through here and start the zigzag. Oops, came off the peg. It's okay. And now we're just going to do our zigzags going up like so. Then it ends here and picks up here. So you would start here and then start the zigzag from right here. Okay, so on this side, I do believe we're going to start here, which I guess we could have started here, but I'm not 100%, so we're gonna go this route. It'll still work out. We're gonna go downward and then just start your zigzag, okay? Okay. and we end like that, and then we start back up over here, and we're going to start in this peg, okay? Bring it to the center, and then just do your zigzag to right there. And then we'll start back up here, and we're going to start on this peg and bring it in toward the center and then work out. Okay, so go ahead and do that all the way up the loom. Okay, we're done with that. So then we've got zigzags going up here. Now what we're going to do is in this third pin bar, we're always going to work from this pin bar and going out towards the left. And the same with this one to the right. These zigzags, we're going to go in from this third pin bar from the right, and we're always going to work going out. Okay, so I'll show you this left side. We're going to go in through here, go out to the left, go up to the next one, and bring it down. Okay, go back in, bring it to the upper left, go up and bring this one to connect it going downward. And you're going to go up to diagonally to the left, or bring it back to itself, go up to the next pin, and then connect it. Go back in, go to the left, go back in, and connect it. So that's how we're going to work that, and always coming in from here and going out. Okay, so we'll go in through here, this third pin bar from the right, and we're going to go up, come up to this one, and grab that band and connect it. And then we're going to go out to the upper right, come up to the next one, and then connect it downward. Then go back in and go up to the upper right, back to itself, go up to the next one and bring it down to connect it. Then go in and to the upper right, go up to the next one and connect it. So that's how we're going to work that, going all the way up the loom. Okay, so now we've got to deal with these last two pin bars, and what we're going to do is we're going to, well, I'm going to go in and I'm going to grab this small stretch and bring it to the left, because that's what we're going to be doing. We're going to be doing the small stretches all the way up. So just these small ones going through all here. We're doing those first. So it wants to come off of the peg, so just go up the loom doing only the small stretches. Okay, on this side it's going to be getting this one that goes to the upper right towards the border. Now you're going to go in and if I can get it, and just do the small bands going straight out like so. Well, it's hard for me to see. Oh, I can't get it. Oh. All right, I'm losing it. There we go. So just do that all the way up the loom. When you get that done, all you're going to do is come down. So you're going to, all the bands that are the long stretches, once you get these short stretches all the way to the end, you're going to come back and then you're going to deal with these long stretches. And what you're going to do is, well, since this is a short stretch, we're going to take it from this second pin bar and just bring it out towards the border. Okay, but all we're doing is instead of bringing this to here, we're bringing it backwards. So you're going to go up to this second pin bar, third peg up, and you are just going to bring it back to itself downward. So then you go up to the next one and grab that band and bring it downward. The next one, downward, and you're going to do that all the way up the loom. So the same on this one, I'm going to go in through here and get this small stretch first, okay, and then I'm going to go up to the second or to the third peg up, and I'm going to get the long stretch, and we're going to bring them downward. Go up to the next one, bring it downward. I think this came off of the... Okay, so then I'm going to go up to the next one and bring it downward. So that's what you're going to do. So go ahead and finish all that, and then we'll work on the pattern. Okay, we're ready to do the pattern. And from, it's kind of hard to tell, but I believe we're going to start here. This is where the pattern starts, and we're going to work on the left-hand side first. We're going to go in through this third pin bar and grab the pattern and bring it back to itself. And then we're going to go in here and... Oop, I've got the wrong band. Make sure I get this right band. Okay, and then the band that goes straight up, and then you're going to go back into this one and bring the band that goes diagonally. So there, back to itself, straight up, and diagonal to the left. Okay, now we've got this band that we had placed these two bands after our initial pattern was put on. So what we're going to do is we're going to do a cuff stitch. So we're going to go in from right here. Make sure you get this band. See this band? Bring it straight up, okay? And then you're going to go into here and grab the other half of that stitch and bring it straight down like so, okay? Then we're going to finish bringing this out to the border. Then we're going to go out, in, and bring it down and diagonal to the left to the border, okay? We're going to hold off on this side till we get this side done, okay? So then we're going to, since this is where we ended, we're going to go up to here, and we're going to bring this one to the diagonal, and then go into here. Let me make sure I'm getting the right band, and follow it down and go into this one and bring it to there. Okay, so that's how we're going to do it. Well, we may as well just stop there, and then we can do this side. But you know what? I think I'm going to show you one more going up, and then we'll come back here and do this. So after we do this, okay, we're going to go bring this one straight up where we left off, and then diagonal out to the left, straight up, diagonal to the right, like so. Okay, now we're going to do this one. We're going to go straight up, okay, diagonal to the left. Now we've got to deal with this band here, so we're going to go in, carefully get the band that's on top, bring it up, go into there, get the other half of that band, and bring it downward. Okay, then we're going to follow this around, down, and to the left. Okay, now we're going to come up to here where the other half of that pattern is, and we're going to grab that band. Come on, you can do it. And go to diagonally upward, and you're just going to follow the pattern around. Till you get to there. Okay, so that's the pattern going up. So I'll let you finish that going up. And then I'll come back and show you the right hand side. Okay, now we're going to work on this side. So we'll start here on the third pin bar from the right and bring it to the center, back to itself, straight up and down to the right. And now we've got this band that we laid. We need to do a cuff stitch on. So you're going to go in and get that top band and bring it straight up. Then go back into here and get the other half of that band and bring it straight down. And then we're going to follow the pattern back to the border. So then go into here and just follow that pattern to the border. Okay, now that we got here, we need to pop up to the next peg up and continue the pattern going the other direction. So bring it inward, down, diagonal, straight up and down, to the right, straight up, in towards the left, straight up. Hopefully you can see what I'm doing. And I'll do one more part so you can see. So then we're going to go, at this point, we're going to grab that band and bring it over diagonally to the right. Then we've got this cuff stitch we've got to do right here. So we'll go in and grab that top band, bring it up, go back into here, grab that other half of that band, bring it down, and then we're going to go into here and follow our border, or follow our pattern all the way to the border. Then we're going to pop up one, and you're going to carefully get the pattern and bring it up back to itself and follow it around. Diagonally down, diagonally up, and straight up. And then you're just going to follow that all the way. Anytime you get to right here beside the starburst, where there's those two bands on either side, you're going to do the cuff stitch. And then you're going to follow it. You're going to do the cuff stitch first, then follow it over to the border, go up one, follow it back up. Okay, so finish that and then we'll be done with the pattern and can move on to the border. Okay, this is what your pattern should look like so far, all loomed up. Okay, now all we have to do is the border, which is a very simple border. You're going to go in through the cap band, bring it out to the left, and then follow it straight up till you get to the top. Okay, normal border. You'll go on this side, bring it to the right, and then just follow it straight up till you get to the top. And when you get to the center, meet me up there with a C-clip. We'll take it off the loom. Okay, we've got it all to the end. Now all we're going to do is go in through here, grab this band, hold it, grab this band, put both of them on the hook, and then just put a C-clip on like so. Okay, once it's on, take it off. And you can look on the side and see that everything looks to be like it's loomed up properly. And now we're ready to take it off the loom. So what I do is I always loosen the tension on either side. Alex, I'm recording. So you're going to take off, loosen the tensions on both sides, going up. And then you can also go to the next one, or you can just start going single all the way up. I don't know how difficult. Yeah, that's probably what I'll do, is loosen the tension on the next bands, like so, because it seems fairly easy to do. And then I'll just take it off each individual peg. So I'm going to go off camera and take mine off the loom, and I'll meet you back once mine's off. Okay, so I just took it off the loom and I'm stretching it out and fixing my beads in the center. Now I chose not to put a bead here. Okay, you see where that hole is? She had a bead here in each place. I chose not to do a bead there because I wanted to bring out the whole cross thing. I thought it might, I don't know. I mean, I like it still. You can always put a little, you could probably tie on a bead to fill that up if you'd like. But it is very pretty, even with the hole. You know, I don't mind having, you know, a hole in between there. It doesn't bother me one bit. But you could go in, and you know, I could go in and, you know, tie one of these on as well. And actually that's probably what I'll do, is just go through and tie these on to where it looks like that. That's probably what I'll do. I probably should have did that from the beginning, but I didn't. You live and you learn. I wasn't sure how it was going to come out because I didn't put the bead placement in the exact spot that she put hers. But anyhow, I don't mind it this way or the other. But this is the Lady Arwen bracelet by Clark Michaela. And I'm going to go through and untwist all my bands because I like for the sparkly part to be showing. I don't like them twisted. So I'll go through and fix all my bands. And then I will come back. Well, I won't come back on. I will just post my rendition with my beads on. So there you are. There you have it, and hopefully you liked this tutorial. It fits just right, just like so. It's a hair long, but for me, but I have a small wrist, so, but anyway, anyhow, hope you enjoyed it, and go ahead and give her a follow on Instagram at Clark Michaela, and hit the like button and subscribe to my YouTube channel. And I will see you next tutorial. Take care. Bye.